for back to school, so I recorded a little video showing you guys some of the things that we currently have. I will be adding to those things, like I'm missing some juices and things like that. And I also want to get on Amazon and find like a glucose gel that isn't so gross. So if any of my, type 1 moms have any suggestions, let me know. When we were first diagnosed, I ordered glucose tablets thinking, oh, this is perfect, she just chews it up, no biggie. But I kid you not, the tablets were this big and they were hard as a rock, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, who wants to chew that? So I want something kind of similar to like an applesauce pouch. I have some that I had gotten before, but they don't taste the best. So anyway, I can start rambling, but today's video is about back to school prep, things that I'm sending to school, and I will link items in the description box. So if you have any questions, again, let me know, and I will be posting a couple more videos soon. I have some updated routines, and I want to do like a overview of our emergency backpack currently, because it looks a whole lot different than it first did, not just physically, but as far as the contents. The more I've learned my daughter, the more that I know what it takes to get her up or down. So yeah, y'all have a good day, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first thing we have is her tackle box. I got this from Amazon, excuse me, and it was really inexpensive, under $20. I like this for the nurse because we don't have a traditional school. We are a school that was initially privatized and just recently joined the district, and it is not a facility like a normal school. It consists of many portable buildings, and so my nurse travels from one building to the next. Sometimes she's up in the front office, sometimes she's in the what we call the multi-purpose building. So this is easy for her to tote if she needs to message the teacher and say, hey, send Chloe to X, Y, and Z. Or, hey, have her meet me in the multi-purpose room. And I'm okay with that. So anywho, so this is her tackle box. I got this on Amazon, less than $25. I will link it. And I just have it labeled here. And then I have a little mini sliding scale here, which I thought would be helpful because sometimes the nurse is out and she has to have a sub, or anything can happen. Last year her husband had a major surgery and she was out for a little while, so whoever is there knows where to go if they need anything. So in here I just have all of her supplies. I have some things that will bring her up super fast if she's going low. Candy, glucose gel, there's peanut butter crackers. I love these little packs. There are packs of 4, and you can get these at Walmart or Amazon, and they are 4 carbs. I wanted to make sure that I showed y'all that. These are 15 carbs, and there's 4 in the pack, and it comes in a pack of 30. I think they're like $9, something like that. So I always try to keep those on deck. For a while though, they were out of stock, and I was having to buy the bigger packs, which is 6, and I would just put the remainder in like a little Ziploc bag. But I'm real big on not wasting, so I like to buy the 4 because I know the 4 will be eaten and not go stale. But yeah, anyways, I still have a couple of things to show you guys. So we have pin needles here, lancets here, alcohol swabs, ketone strips, which she will probably never use, but it's a good idea to throw them in there just in case she's high and I want to test to see whether or not I need to come pick her up, or what. And then I just have some loose candies. Like I told you guys, our facility is a little bit different than other schools, so there's a lot of walking involved. So if she needs a little bump to get her back to her lunch area or anything, then she has access to all of this. We have test strips, and then I will also send the nurse more testing supplies, needles, lancets, of course her insulin. When I send her insulin, I will send it in this. I picked this up at the Dollar Tree a couple years ago. It's just a pencil box that I put a label on. Yeah, so nothing special, but this is her insulin carrier. And I keep these stocked periodically. I'll text the nurse and be like, are you low on anything? And she'll let me know what she needs. The main thing that she always asks me for is pin needles. So that's why I have some, and then I'll send an additional box to get us through the first like quarter or whatever. My nurse is really good about checking the date on the pin, and she'll tell me, okay, we're almost at 28 days, and she'll send the old pin home, and I'll put a new pin in and send it back. This is what I fill my supply boxes up with. This is old candy from Halloween, guys. I'm trying to be as frugal as possible in this economy. I don't throw away stuff. I froze this candy and I just defrosted it or thawed it the other day. So it is still fresh, and it's good for Lowe's. It doesn't have to be anything expensive to treat a low. If she needs something, give her a pack of Skittles. If she needs something, Starburst to me work really good because she loves them and she can chew them up really fast, and it's gonna hit really fast. So if she's on her way down, I like that better than giving a Coke, because you can't really see what 15 carbs in a Coke is. You're guessing, and there's more of a chance for you to overshoot, and she ended up 300 before you know it. So yeah, so this is the nurse's tackle box. This is what she keeps in her office. This is what I do for her, and we like that. So let me move this out the way. So she has her tackle box. There's her insulin pen. This is her refillable candy supply. We've talked about the crackers, and her extra supplies here. I also made this. This will go, I will make a couple more. I have this on my fridge. I have this in my phone. I will have one of these for front office staff, the nurse, her teacher, and an extra just in case, so that everyone knows who could be watching her or, you know, in charge of her. Everyone knows what her insulin is. They really don't have to worry about the dosing part of this chart, the top part, because I do her morning insulin. The only one that they worry about, hold on, is the lunch. That's what the nurse needs to know. She never has to count carbs. I text her every morning. I say, you know, good morning. Chloe's lunch today is 5 units. And she'll give the 5 units and apply the sliding scale if necessary. She always does a finger stick before she doses, and she texts me and let me know what that is. And we together will decide, okay, we need to add a unit, or we need to add 2 units because she's high. And I love that for me. She's very sweet. She's very capable. She's an elderly lady. She is familiar with diabetes in type 2 form. So her learning type 1 was a little challenging at first, but we're good. I made this just so that I didn't have to keep making it for different people. Even if it doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. If it does, great. If someone is babysitting her, they know what to do. If she's with my parents or whoever, they know what to do. She gets her 13 units of Lantus nightly. If this ever changes, then I'll adjust it and print another one. And then of course her sliding scale. So everybody will have that. And there is another one that everyone will have, which is kind of like an all about me. That looks very similar to this, except it has a picture. I feel like the picture is important in case there's a sub, she's wandering the halls and there's a teacher who doesn't know her. Everybody will have heard about Miss Chloe and know what to do in case she is ill, she is incoherent, she's confused, because all of those are possibilities. My next thing that I want to show you guys is her teacher supply box. So this is her classroom version of the kit. In here I only have a couple things so far. Peanut butter crackers, Sprite, and Coke. I will add to this, which is why I have this out. There will be a baggie, a small baggie with candy in there, and then I'll probably throw in like some apple juice, applesauce, things like that, applesauce cups, in case she's low and she needs something. I am not concerned with her being too high, because I know how to dose her for what she eats during the day, and her nurse knows how to dose her, and she's active like with PE and recess, so I'm not concerned about the highs. The highs can come down. I'm concerned about the emergent lows. So I'm always looking to have things ready on hand. This will stay in her classroom at all times. The only time this leaves the classroom is if they have a field trip, and usually I am with them on the field trip. The next box is just the same. This one already has some candies in there. Her PE teacher, this is for PE. Her PE teacher will change this year, so I will be having to do some coaching for the PE. That's funny, but teaching, I guess, or refreshing. PE rewards with candy, so she has her own sugar-free bag of candy. If they want to give her just a treat out of the blue, get it from her bag. I prefer, because the PE teacher doesn't have time to send her to the nurse. Get a finger stick, confirm that it's okay for her to have a full sugar candy. Does that make sense? So I do like to keep the sugar-free candies on hand. And like I said, PE is one of those things where she could drop because they're so active. And I've seen her double arrow down because of being active after having insulin. So I always want to make sure I keep this pretty stocked for PE. Sometimes they do this like pacer test and they're running a mile, and yeah, so if she needs it, she'll get it. And that's pretty much all that I wanted to show you. I send these on the first day of school, or actually the Meet the Teacher is crazy for me because I am toting all this stuff in like a wagon and delivering it to the appropriate place. But it's worth it to be able to know that you have things on hand. Nobody's having to go dig $1 out and go to the vending machine, or looking crazy like I don't know what to do. Everyone has what they need. It is costly for me to do this all the time, but that's just something that I have to kind of work in the budget. So yeah, when I see like peanut butter crackers on sale, I'll get 2 or 3 boxes. But they do expire, so be mindful of that. The ones that I had at the school this past year, when I got them home, some of them were out of date, so I just threw them away. But yeah, so this is an easy way to prepare the staff, if you will, These, and I didn't mention these came from Target. I'm not a Target shopper, but my mother loves Target, and she bought these when we were first diagnosed. I think these are like $2 or $3. And you may find something that's a little bit easier, but I like these. Okay, if y'all have any questions, let me know. Put it in the comments, and I will do my best to answer. Talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.